With the warm and windy weather we're having, certainly a high fire danger today.
Yes, in fact, extremely high across even parts of the metro for this afternoon, which is why our storm trackers are out today. And we are already on a couple of pretty decent sized fires. And let's go ahead and go to Marty Loganshot. I know, Marty, you've been out in the Panhandle for quite some time, and it looks like we still have some black smoke. Go ahead and give us an update.
Yeah, this is a fire just north of Gate, Oklahoma, far northeast Beaver County. A lot of departments here working on this fire, doing really good on it. But what I'm concerned about now, I see numerous trucks going by me to the south. So we may have another fire somewhere else. I'm going to be checking on it. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Marty Logan. And Val and Amy Castor, they've been up in northeast Logan County, and you see quite a bit of smoke there as well. Go ahead and give us an update, Val.
Yes, so we can see flames and smoke over here. Cassie, this fire is 3 miles north of Mulhall, right near Highway 77 and Highway 51. We heard earlier that they closed those two highways briefly, but they're open now. This fire is in the brush, but it's trying to work its way out of it. So we're going to keep a watch on this. We're getting winds gusting to 52 miles an hour here. Cassie, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. Yes, that wind is really starting to ramp up, even in parts of central Oklahoma. I've already seen several wind gusts approaching around 60 miles an hour. You can definitely tell infrared today. We've got quite a few hot spots, but we also have a lot of cloud cover, so we're not going to be able to look at this all day and just determine exactly where these fires are. So we're relying on a lot of reports and our storm trackers, and you can definitely see these hot spots out in the Texas Panhandle, starting around Canadian Texas, and everything is blowing quickly off to the east. And again, we've already seen wind gusts over 60 miles an hour. So we're really concerned, especially about Ellis County, Roger Mills County. So eventually our storm trackers are headed that way. We've got a couple more out. We've also got Jeremy Carter, Tom Pastrano. He's heading west on 40, so he's going to be watching that very closely. But it is a very high fire threat today. In fact, it's going to be an extreme fire threat in parts of the northwest metro. But you can tell we've already seen those very high wind gusts, mainly confined to parts of northwest Oklahoma. But you can see that 60 there in Fairview and a 51 in Enid. And Val and Castor are reporting wind gusts over 50 miles an hour in Logan County. We're still very high. We still see that 160 in western Oklahoma, but several wind gusts approaching around 50 miles an hour. Here in Oklahoma City, wind gusts around 30 to 35 right now, but that's going to be ramping up later today, which is why we do have that high fire threat. But notice, northwest metro from just north of El Reno, Kingfisher, Piedmont, all the way up towards Guthrie, you're going to be in that extreme fire threat today, along with all of western Oklahoma, because wind gusts are already over 60, but we also have really low humidity and record temperatures today. So record hot temperatures. Right now, it's not all that hot, but it's warm enough. This is our Concho camera of our Lucky Star Skycam network. We're at 73 degrees. That wind's out of the south-southwest, sustained right now at 19. Wind gusts at 28, but we're already at 80 degrees in Guthrie, 80 in El Reno, 72 in Mustang, 78 right now in Yukon. Lots of low 80s across western, northwest Oklahoma, some mid 80s even in north central Oklahoma. A little bit cooler off to the south and east, but not by much. So the big picture showing where all these wind advisories are. Well, it's going to stay windy even tonight. Notice that cold front over Kansas. That's going to be dropping through later this evening. That's going to be a problem for the firefighters, because right now all of the smoke is blowing off to the north. Well, once this cold front comes in, then that's going to change directions and everything's going to go the opposite direction on them. So we're going to have to watch that very closely. Tomorrow behind this cold front, it's going to be pretty chilly. Chilly enough, in fact, that we could actually see a few flurries in northern Oklahoma. By the time we get into Thursday, though, temperatures look a little milder. Now we're looking at low to mid 50s with a chance of rain across parts of the state. This weekend, though, so far so good. It's looking nice and quiet, a lot warmer, temperatures back in the 70s and 80s. The only problem is we're still watching this next storm system coming in probably right now, sometime Sunday evening into Sunday night. The good news is those storm chances are starting to go down a little bit more, and also more so for eastern Oklahoma. But if these do happen, there is going to be a threat for some severe weather. Behind that, cool with another chance of rain and storms kind of on and off through next week. So we're going to be watching those very closely. But today, again, the fire threat, that's going to be the biggest concern, with temperatures in the mid and upper 80s for some of us, upper 70s around Woodward, but wind gusts as high as around 60 miles an hour at times out to the west. Overnight tonight, we're dropping down into the upper 20s and low 30s, but low 20s across the north, and that's where we have a slight chance of maybe seeing a few flurries. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to feel quite different with highs in the upper 40s and low 50s. By Thursday, now we're looking at mid 50s with a slight chance of showers, possibly even some rain mixing in with a little bit of light snow across western Oklahoma. But the weekend, can't wait for that. Looks a little quieter, at least for now. Lisa, back to you.